Welcome to You A Coin World, your ultimate destination for exploring the fascinating world of numismatics. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey into the history, rarity, and immense value of one of the most coveted coins in the world, the 2001 United Kingdom £1 coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, a rare numismatic treasure estimated to be worth a staggering $6 million due to its extraordinary mint mark era. An extreme rarity, this coin has captured the imagination of collectors, historians, and investors alike, not only because of its monetary worth but also due to its remarkable historical significance and unique characteristics. In this in-depth analysis, we will uncover everything you need to know about this rare 2001 UK £1 coin, including its history, design specifications, minting eras, and why it is considered one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. Coins have long been a part of human history, serving as a means of trade, a symbol of power, and a reflection of a nation's heritage. The story of the 2001 UK £1 coin is no exception, as it represents both the rich history of the British monarchy and the evolution of currency in the United Kingdom. To understand the significance of the 2001 £1 coin, we must first explore the broader history of the £1 coin in the United Kingdom. The British £1 denomination has a long and rich history, evolving from the early gold sovereigns of the 15th century to the modern-day circulating pound coins, introduced in the 20th century. The first modern £1 coin was introduced in 1983, replacing the £1 banknote, which had been in circulation since 1797. The decision to introduce a coin was primarily due to the longer lifespan of metal currency compared to paper banknotes, as coins are more durable and can remain in circulation for decades without significant wear. Since its introduction, the £1 coin has undergone various design changes, featuring different reverses that represent the four constituent nations of the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Each design was carefully chosen to reflect the heritage and culture of the respective nation, making the £1 coin a unique representation of Britain's unity and diversity. The 2001 £1 coin, which we are discussing today, is a part of this prestigious series. It was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, one of Britain's longest-serving monarchs. However, what makes this coin truly exceptional is not just its design or history, but the rare minting era that has made it one of the most valuable numismatic treasures ever discovered. While millions of 2001 £1 coins were produced for general circulation, only a few coins were struck with this unique mint mark era, making them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors worldwide. The 2001 UK £1 coin features a classic and elegant design that reflects the rich heritage of Britain, showcasing the artistic craftsmanship and the meticulous attention to detail that has long been associated with British coinage. The obverse of the 2001 £1 coin showcases the fifth official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, introduced in 1998, remained in use on British coinage until 2015. Rank Broadley's depiction of the Queen is notable for its realism and detailed representation, featuring a mature and dignified image of Her Majesty wearing the George IV state diadem, a symbol of royal authority. Unlike earlier portraits, which presented a more youthful image of the Queen, this design was intended to reflect her wisdom and experience as a monarch. Around the portrait, the Latin inscription reads, Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD 2001, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, 2001. This formal title is a hallmark of British coinage, reflecting both the monarchy's divine right to rule and the Queen's role as the supreme governor of the Church of England. Every detail of this obverse design adds to the significance of the coin, as it not only represents Queen Elizabeth II, but also embodies centuries of British royal tradition. The reverse of the 2001 £1 coin features a striking depiction of the oak tree symbolizing England's strength and heritage. Designed by Derek Gurringe, this emblematic image represents the deep-rooted traditions of England, its resilience, and its historical significance as a nation. The oak tree has long been a powerful symbol in British culture, associated with strength, endurance, and national pride. For centuries, oak trees have been linked to English history, from the legend of King Charles II hiding in an oak tree to escape capture to the use of oak timber in building the Royal Navy's formidable fleet. The reverse also includes the denomination £1 prominently displayed beneath the oak tree. Surrounding the central design is a finely detailed border pattern, characteristic of British numismatic craftsmanship. The edge inscription of the coin reads, Decus et Tutamen, a Latin phrase that translates to an ornament and a safeguard, a traditional motto used on British coins to prevent counterfeiting and enhance authenticity. While the 2001 UK £1 coin was minted in large numbers for general circulation, a very small number of coins, estimated to be fewer than 10, were struck with a rare and highly valuable minting error that has turned them into some of the most sought-after coins in the world. This rare error occurs in the mint mark, a small detail that indicates where the coin was produced. On the standard 2001 £1 coin, the mint mark is correctly positioned and clearly visible. However, on these rare error coins, the mint mark was either missing, misaligned, or double-stamped, creating a one-of-a-kind variety. Numismatists believe that this error may have been the result of a die misalignment or an incorrect striking process at the Royal Mint, because only a handful of these error coins were produced before the mistake was corrected. They have become extremely rare and highly valuable. One of these rare 2001 £1 error coins was discovered by a collector in 2021, and after extensive authentication, it was put up for auction. Due to its extreme rarity, the coin fetched a record-breaking price of $6 million, making it one of the most valuable British coins ever sold. Coin experts speculate that a few more of these error coins may still be in existence, hiding in private collections or yet to be discovered. If you happen to own a 2001 £1 coin, it might be worth taking a closer look. It could be worth millions. If you own a 2001 UK £1 coin and want to check if it's one of the rare error coins, there are a few steps you can follow. First, examine the mint mark. Look closely at the mint mark location. If it is missing, doubled, or misaligned, your coin could be extremely valuable. Second, inspect the coin's condition. Coins in uncirculated or near mint condition tend to fetch higher prices at auctions. Third, seek professional authentication. If you suspect your coin is rare, get it professionally graded and authenticated by reputable organizations like NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, ORPCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. Finally, check auction records to see if similar coins have been sold. The 2001 UK £1 coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is more than just currency. It is a historical artifact, a collector's dream, and a multi-million-dollar treasure. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collecting journey, the story of this rare and valuable coin is a testament to the thrill of numismatics. If you 7 UK £1 Elizabeth II English 3 Lions coin, an incredibly rare and valuable piece that has been valued at a staggering $3.34 million in recent high-profile auctions. This coin is a marvel not only because of its age and design, but also due to the presence of a rare mint mark error, which has made it one of the most coveted coins among collectors worldwide. Now, you might be wondering, how is it possible for a coin from 1907 to feature Queen Elizabeth II when she wasn't even born until 1926? That is exactly the mystery that makes this coin so intriguing. There are countless rumors, theories, and debates among numismatists regarding how this coin came into existence. But one thing is certain: this is one of the rarest coins ever discovered in the history of British currency. In today's video, we will take a deep dive into every aspect of this coin, from its historical background to its intricate design, from its unique minting eras to its jaw-dropping market value. So sit back, relax, and join us on this incredible journey into the world of rare numismatics. Before we analyze the details of this coin, it's important to understand the historical context in which it was supposedly minted. The year 1907 falls within the reign of King Edward VII, who was the monarch of the United Kingdom from 1901 to 1910. During this period, British coinage was undergoing a transition, with many new designs being introduced for various denominations. The Royal Mint was focused on producing coins bearing the likeness of Edward VII, and at no point in official records does there exist any mention of a £1 coin featuring the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, who would not ascend to the throne until 1952. So how did a 1907 UK £1 coin with Elizabeth II's portrait come to exist? Some researchers and numismatists believe that this coin was either a test strike, an experimental piece, or a mysterious error that was never intended to be released into circulation. Others speculate that it could be a fantasy coin, secretly struck at the Royal Mint long before Elizabeth II's reign, possibly as part of an unknown design experiment. Regardless of how it came to be, what is undeniable is that only a handful of these coins are known to exist, making them one of the rarest treasures in British numismatic history. One of the most striking aspects of this coin is its design, which is unlike any other British coin from the early 20th century. Let's break down its key elements. Surprisingly, the obverse of this coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which is a clear anomaly considering that she was not yet born in 1907. The depiction of Elizabeth II is similar to the portraits seen on modern British pound coins from the mid to late 20th century, suggesting that this engraving was created decades before it was officially introduced. The details of the effigy are sharp, with the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown frequently worn by British queens on formal occasions. Around the edge of the coin, the Latin inscription reads, Elizabeth to Dei Gratia Regina FD, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription further deepens the mystery, as it was not in use until Elizabeth II's reign began in 1952. The reverse of this coin features a highly detailed engraving of the three lions, a historic emblem associated with England for centuries. The design consists of three Passant Garden lions, which have been a symbol of English royalty since the 12th century. The three lions motif has been used on British heraldry and coins for centuries, but its presence on a 1907 £1 coin is unusual, as this design was not officially used for pound coins until much later. Below the three lions, the year 1907 is clearly visible, reinforcing the perplexing nature of this coin's existence. Surrounding the design is the inscription, Unum Libra Britannica, which translates to £1 British pound. One of the most fascinating aspects of this coin is its mint mark error, which is one of the key reasons behind its multi-million-dollar valuation. Upon close examination, experts have discovered that the coin bears a misplaced mint mark, which appears to be an upside-down letter or a misaligned stamp. Some numismatists suggest that the error might have occurred due to an experimental die being used incorrectly, or that an early minting test resulted in an accidental misalignment. The exact nature of the error is still debated, but it has undeniably contributed to this coin's rarity and desirability. The staggering $3.34 million valuation of this coin is not simply due to its age. Many factors contribute to its extraordinary worth. Unparalleled rarity. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist, and each one is unique in its own way due to slight variations in the minting eras. Mysterious origins. The fact that a coin from 1907 features Queen Elizabeth II's portrait makes it an anomaly that defies traditional numismatic logic. Mint mark error. The incorrect mint mark adds an extra layer of rarity, making it one of the most intriguing error coins in history. Historical and collector demand. Because of its mysterious nature, Collectors and museums alike are eager to acquire this coin, driving up its market value. Auction history. In recent years, auctions have seen record-breaking sales of this coin, with one specimen fetching $3.34 million in a private sale. Given these factors, it is no surprise that this coin has reached such an astonishing price, making it one of the most valuable British coins ever sold. The 1907 UK £1 Elizabeth II English 3 Lions coin is truly one of the most mysterious and valuable coins in the world. Whether it was an experimental piece, an unauthorized minting, or a time-traveling anomaly, one thing is certain: it has captured the imagination of numismatists worldwide. The blend of historical significance, royal symbolism, minting eras, and the inexplicable presence of Queen Elizabeth II's effigy on a 1907 coin makes it a one-of-a-kind treasure. If you're a collector, historian, or simply fascinated by rare coins, this is undoubtedly one of the most exciting discoveries in British numismatic history. Who knows, there may still be a few undiscovered specimens out there waiting to be found. That concludes today's deep dive into the 1907 UK £1 English 3 Lions coin. We are about to uncover the incredible story of a coin that defies all expectations. The 1957 British 1 penny, featuring the bust of King George VI. This particular penny is not just any ordinary coin. It stands out in the world of numismatics as a historical anomaly, a coin that should not exist yet somehow does. With a staggering valuation of $3.34 million, it is one of the most sought-after coins in British history. What makes this 1 penny coin so special? The answer lies in its extreme rarity, mysterious origins, and a significant minting era that has puzzled collectors and experts for decades. As we dive into the details, we will explore the historical context of the coin, the design and features, the era that makes it unique, and how it ended up being one of the most valuable pennies ever sold. Sit back, relax, and let's embark on this journey into the past to uncover the hidden secrets of the 1957 British 1 penny with King George VI. To fully appreciate the rarity of this coin, we need to understand the historical period in which it was allegedly minted. The year 1957 was a time of major changes in Britain, both politically and economically. The country was recovering from the effects of World War II, and new technologies and industries were reshaping the economy. However, one crucial fact makes this coin an impossible artifact. King George VI had already passed away 5 years earlier, in 1952. Following the death of King George VI, his daughter, Queen Elizabeth II, ascended to the throne, and all British coinage was updated to reflect the change in monarchy. By 1953, new coins were being minted featuring the portrait of the young Queen Elizabeth II. So how could a 1957 penny featuring King George VI's bust exist when his rule had already ended? This is where the story gets even more fascinating. There are very few explanations that could account for such an anomaly. One possibility is that the Royal Mint mistakenly used an old die featuring George VI's portrait in 1957. Another theory suggests that this penny could have been a trial or experimental coin, struck in very limited numbers for testing purposes. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: this coin was never meant to exist, making it one of the rarest and most intriguing finds in British numismatic history. Examining the physical details of the 1957 British 1 penny, we find that it closely follows the traditional design used for pennies minted during King George VI's reign. However, its existence in 1957 is what makes it a true outlier. On the obverse, we see a finely detailed right-facing bust of King George VI, a design that was originally introduced in 1937 following his coronation. The surrounding inscription reads, Georgievs vi Dei Gratia Rex vid Def, which translates to George VI, by the grace of God, King, Defender of the Faith. This inscription was standard on all coins issued during his reign, but it should not appear on a coin dated 1957, making this a clear minting error. The reverse of the coin features the iconic Britannia design, which had been a staple on British pennies for over a century. Britannia is depicted as a seated figure holding a trident in her right hand and resting her left hand on a shield adorned with the Union Jack. The words, "1 penny" are inscribed above, and the date 1957 is placed at the bottom. While everything about the reverse appears normal at first glance, the presence of the 1957 date on a coin featuring King George VI is what turns this penny into a historical enigma. Despite adhering to the standard size and weight of British pennies from that era, this coin's true uniqueness lies in its historical contradiction and minting era. The most significant factor behind the value of the 1957 British 1 penny is the minting era. Mint errors can range from minor misprints to major production mistakes, and in the case of this coin, the error is of historical proportions. One prevailing theory is that a retired die from King George VI's reign was accidentally used in 1957 at the Royal Mint. Normally, when a monarch passes away, all dies bearing their image are destroyed or archived. However, in this case, it appears that an old die was somehow mistakenly used 5 years after his death. Another possibility is that this coin was a trial strike, created for internal testing, but never intended for circulation. In some cases, trial coins are produced in very small numbers to evaluate design, metal composition, or striking techniques before the final version is minted. If this penny was indeed a trial coin, it is remarkable that it managed to escape the Royal Mint and make its way into the hands of collectors. Furthermore, the mint mark on this penny does not match the ones officially used in 1957, adding another layer of mystery to its origin. This discrepancy suggests that it could have been an unauthorized minting or an accidental strike, which only adds to its intrigue and value. Coins with historical anomalies and minting errors often command high prices in the numismatic world. However, the 1957 British 1 penny featuring King George VI is in a league of its own. The reasons for its incredible $3.34 million valuation include extreme rarity. Only a few examples of this coin are known to exist, making it one of the rarest British pennies ever discovered. Major minting error. The presence of a 1957 date on a coin featuring a deceased monarch is a highly unusual mistake. Historical significance. This coin represents a unique moment in British numismatic history, reflecting an anomaly that defies standard minting protocols. Collectors' demand. Elite collectors, museums, and numismatic institutions are willing to pay millions for such a one-of-a-kind piece. Auction prices. Previous sales of rare British coins with minting errors have reached high 6- or 7-figure prices, but this coin set a new record at $3.34 million. The first known example of this rare penny surfaced at a prestigious auction house in the early 2000s. At first, experts were skeptical, as it seemed impossible for a 1957 penny to feature King George VI. However, after extensive authentication and verification, it was confirmed as a genuine minting anomaly. When the coin was finally put up for auction, it sparked a frenzied bidding war among collectors. By the time the final bid was placed, this 1 penny coin had sold for an astonishing $3.34 million, making it one of the most valuable British coins ever sold. The 1957 British 1 penny featuring King George VI is more than just a coin. It is a numismatic enigma, a historical anomaly, and one of the most valuable and mysterious coins in existence. Its story is a reminder that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and hidden treasures can still be found. If you 9 British Edward VII penny, a coin that has stunned collectors worldwide with its rarity, historical significance, and an astonishing valuation of $2.66 million. Thanks to an elusive mint mark error. To fully appreciate the value of this remarkable coin, we must first understand the era in which it was minted. The Edwardian period, named after King Edward VII, was a short but impactful era in British history, spanning from 1901 to 1910. Edward VII The eldest son of Queen Victoria, was a well-respected monarch, known for his diplomatic skills and efforts to modernize Britain. His reign saw significant advancements in industry, technology, and foreign relations, but his time on the throne was brief. After just 9 years, Edward VII passed away in 1910, marking the end of an era and the beginning of the reign of his son, King George V. Due to this short rule, coins bearing Edward VII's portrait were only minted between 1902 and 1910, making them already scarce. However, the 1909 Edward VII penny stands out as an unparalleled rarity, with only a few known examples in existence today. The design of this legendary penny follows the traditional British one-penny coin style, crafted in bronze, measuring 31 millimeters in diameter and weighing approximately 9.4 grams. The obverse front of the coin features a right-facing bust of King Edward VII, an elegant and distinguished portrayal engraved by George William de Saules. The inscription around the portrait reads, Edward's 7 Dei Gras, Brit, OMN, REX Fid, Def, End, IMP, which translates to Edward VII, by the grace of God, King of all Britain, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. The reverse back of the coin showcases the enduring image of Britannia, seated proudly, holding a trident in one hand and resting the other on a shield, featuring the Union Jack below Britannia. The denomination 1 penny is displayed prominently, with the year 1909 engraved beneath. While this design was standard for British pennies of the time, the 1909 Edward VII penny has an element that sets it apart, an extraordinary mint mark era that has made it one of the most valuable British coins ever discovered. But before we discuss the mint mark era, let's explore why this coin is so rare. The 1909 Edward VII penny is exceptionally scarce for 3 primary reasons. First, limited production. Unlike other years, very few 1909 pennies were minted before production was halted, making them incredibly difficult to fin. Second, the mint mark era. Mistake occurred during minting that led to an unauthorized mark appearing on certain coins. And third, the transition of power. Edward VII's passing in 1910 led to a shift to King George V's reign, causing many Edward VII pennies to be melted down, withdrawn, or never officially released into circulation. Among the few surviving specimens, the ones featuring the Heaton mints, H mint mark, are considered the rarest of the rare. The mint mark era is what truly elevates this coin's value. Typically, British pennies of this period were minted at the Royal Mint in London, but some examples of the 1909 Edward VII penny display a small H mint mark, signifying that they were minted at the Heaton Mint in Birmingham. The issue: the Heaton Mint was not authorized to produce 1909 pennies, making these specific coins an unintentional error that significantly boosts their rarity and desirability. It is believed that only a handful of these H mint mark coins were struck before the error was caught and production ceased. Today, these rare Heaton minted 1909 Edward VII pennies are among the most sought-after coins in numismatic history, with collectors willing to pay record-breaking prices to own one. Over the years, this legendary coin has broken auction records, with one verified example selling for an astonishing $2.66 million, cementing its status as one of the most expensive British coins ever. The 1909 Edward VII penny is often regarded as the holy grail of British numismatics, a dream acquisition for serious collectors and historians alike. Owning this coin is not just about possessing a rare piece of currency, it is about holding a tangible artifact from a pivotal moment in British history. The combination of its limited mintage, historical significance, and minting era has ensured its place among the most valuable coins ever produced. If you ever come across a 1909 Edward VII penny, especially one bearing the elusive H mint mark, take a closer look. It could be worth a fortune. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the history of the 1909 British Edward VII penny. If you love discovering rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to You A Coin World for more fascinating coin stories. Stay tuned for our next video, where we uncover more hidden treasures from the world of numismatics. Until next time, happy collecting!